What is up, y'all? It is your girl, Brand New, and I'm coming at you with a brief recap of the All Eyes on Me, the Tupac film. I am a very big Tupac fan. I love Tupac. I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I am a very spiritual person. And in my early 20s, I would put in Pac DVDs because I had like most of the interviews that he did, and I would be at my mom's house, and I would, feel in trouble, feeling confused. I would put in a Pac DVD and get clarity, and people think that that's weird, but I never felt like it was weird. I just always had a connection to him. I felt like he was handsome, he was sexy, he was a sex symbol. On top of that, he said so many thought-provoking things in his interviews, you guys. And I know after this film, them interviews about to blow up. Like, about to be millions of people checking out them interviews. If they haven't already. But he says so many thought-provoking things that other rappers, you don't really hear them. And Jay-Z is cool, and Kanye is cool, and whoever the fuck else that's out now, they're cool, but nobody's like Pac. Like, nobody, and I'm not saying that shit because he's dead. I know a lot of people do that, and I'm not one to do that. But none of the people I've mentioned, they've never moved me the way Tupac has. I can't even, T.I. is my other favorite rapper, but he hasn't moved me the way Tupac has. None of the rappers have. Everybody is different, but honey, there is only one Tupac Shakur. So, yes, I am a big fan of him. I love his music, his interviews. I love hearing him speak. I love the way he looks. Like, I really have a connection with him. So anyways, let's get to the film. The film came out 6/16/17. We finally got the motherfucking movie. It took motherfucking years. If I'm not mistaken, they have been working on this and getting this shit together since 2011. So it's been a while. A lot of shit that they had to go through. I recently heard that John Singleton wanted him to be raped in jail. They wanted Afeni to be a lesbian or have threesome. Like, I heard all kind of wild, weird ass shit. I'm like, oh, I'm glad if that's the case. If John Singleton really said all that shit, I'm glad he was pulled from the project because we didn't need that dumb shit. We just needed to know what happened. We already know what happened, but we need to see it in movie form, and we did. There also was some big backlash from my girl Jada Pinkett. Jada Pinkett Smith, I should say. If you know anything about me, I love Jada Pinkett. My daughter, her birthday is actually the day before Jada's. Jada's is September 18th. See, I know her birthday. My daughter's is the 17th. So it was just like, I love Jada. Like, I get her. I think she's down to earth. I think she keeps it real. Like, the same way I fuck with Pac and I feel like he's down to earth and I understand him. Same way I feel about Jada. It's just always been like that with those two. So, I was really shocked to hear, because, Tupac and Jada were close. But I was really shocked to hear that she was saying stuff like, the movie doesn't really show me and Tupac's relationship. And my thing is this. Number one, I'm going to say this. I feel like Jada shouldn't be making no comments this early. The film has just came out. Give everybody the motherfucking chance to see it. I thought it was kind of selfish. And she got other shit she could be doing. And my thing is, Jada, where the fuck was you at when they was working on the motherfucking movie? You should have let him know what you want and what you didn't want. You can't say you're busy, and then when people put out what they want to put out, and they gather what they gather from your interviews, and you all in your feelings saying, well, this isn't how our relationship was, and some of that stuff didn't happen. Now, I admit, when I was watching the film, there were a couple of parts I questioned, and they were parts with her. And I questioned them because I never heard her say anything about that. I heard her talk about Tupac, but never in the ways of the film, in the parts I saw in the film. I think they did a wonderful job capturing their relationship. They were very close, like brother and sister. They loved each other, so they did what they had to do. LT Hutton, he did what he had to do as far as that. But yeah, there were some things I questioned. So I'm guessing whatever I question is what Jada has an issue with. But my thing is, it's a movie, and it was a big deal about some poem that he had wrote about her. I think she had said something about, oh, well, he never read that to me. I don't think he probably got the chance to, but if that's how he felt, that's how he felt. Like, I heard him talking about her in Resurrection. So they had so much stuff to help them. Like, Tupac was so hardworking and basically just told his story really in Resurrection. And when you watch the movie, all that shit comes up. You like, oh, okay, I remember that. I remember when that happened. I remember it was a couple of things I didn't know about, and I was kind of shocked because I'm a big fan of his. But I'll be researching that. But it was just maybe one or two things. But I like the film. I ran into a couple of people saying they didn't like the film. I don't understand why they didn't like it, but that's their opinion. I feel like Demetrius Shipp, he really, he looks like Tupac. He really captured Tupac's essence. There's no denying it. Because this is the thing, when you first go see the movie, you're going to see somebody that looks like Tupac playing Tupac. That is going to be how you look at this. That's number one. Number two, certain shit is going to happen and you go begin to, okay, is he really, can he pull Tupac off? You're going to question this man. But when I tell you, I didn't know he was going to get it down to the point that he did. With his mannerisms, with the cadence in his voice, and, he really, really nailed this Tupac role. Not just with the looks, you could tell he really studied, he did his just due, he did the motherfucking thing. So y'all check out Demetrius Shipp and support him whatever he does, because I believe he's a force to be reckoned with. And I smiled, me and my boyfriend saw it, and I smiled, and I told my boyfriend, I said, wow, they are our new Biggie and Pac. Because the one guy that played Biggie, he was in there as well. And it's so funny looking at them. It kind of, I know y'all probably gonna think I'm corny for this, but it kind of feels like we have their essence. Because we get to see them, we get to see two people that look look a lot like these people. Except the Biggie guy looked like he lost some weight, so I don't know. But, because Biggie is definitely bigger than that guy, it seemed like. But, anyways, yes. And another thing is, the Tupac movie is way better than that Notorious movie that they fucked up. I felt like the Notorious movie was a little too preachy for my taste, just a little too... I don't know. I wasn't feeling it. I didn't feel like this All Eyes on Me was preachy at all. I feel like they got to the point. They talked about the people in his life. His mother, Afeni, and, her drug issues, and his close friendship with Jada, and his relationship with Kidada, with Quincy Jones' daughter. They captured that. They showed you all the shit that he went through as a child, being moved around like that, and how he loved it in Baltimore with Jada, and he didn't want to leave. And I felt it, y'all. Like, I really was there with him going through that. Like, I really got more of... I don't know, it was one of them things where I felt like I knew Tupac already, but I felt like I learned something when I saw the film. I learned that he was in debt when he died, owed everybody. I learned, And I looked at the situation with Suge Knight, and it just like he could not get out of that situation. He could not get out of it, even really if he wanted to. He was so locked in the situation. I think he felt trapped. So I don't know. I just came away with that from the film, that he was really stuck dealing with Suge Knight. Now, we've already heard about this through the years, you know, him being stuck at death row, and, you know, everybody's like, Dre left, why he couldn't leave. Tupac had owed Suge Knight and them all this money, and that motherfucking music business, that shit is crazy how they charge you for every little, like, everything. He had to keep getting a turn. You know, keep getting attorney, keep going to court. You know, they covered the, what was it? The rape thing. They covered that situation. They covered, you know, him being shot at the Quad Studios. They covered that. Like, they covered a lot of the major stuff. The Hit 'Em Up video, you know, just. And I'm going to say this. This is how I knew that Tupac's spirit was in this movie. This is how I really knew. I knew Tupac's spirit was in this movie, and where it seemed like he had like a concert. And I swear it felt like Pac was there. Demetrius as Pac, like he really embodied Pac, was moving. You know, the way Pac would move and, you know, just nailed it. So when the concert is going and, you know, he's doing the songs, I was like, oh my God, I feel like Tupac is up in this bitch. Like, oh my God. I was just like, you know, sitting there, because I'm not gonna lie, I came in like, okay, I'm gonna notice if some shit is not right. I'm gonna notice it, I'm gonna say it, I'm gonna speak on it. I came in there like that. But I have to say, I have to humble myself. He really blew it out the park. I knew he would, but I didn't know how much. He really nailed that shit. Y'all go check this shit out. Don't be listening to no damn Jada Pinkett Smith. I love you, Jada, but you should have kept your opinions to yourself. 50 Cent stupid ass out here. Oh, it's whack. Don't go see it. You know, I wish I would have got my money back. He has something negative to say, you guys, about everything. So this is just another one of them things for him to get attention on. And he can't even rap as good as Pac. Like, he's nowhere. He shouldn't even be saying nothing, in my opinion. He ain't nowhere near being on Pac's level to even say anything, honestly. Like, if Tupac was alive, he would probably clown his ass. 50 Cent is corny compared to Pac. So his opinions, I don't know about y'all, it don't mean shit to me. You know, I wouldn't listen to people like him. I think that that's fucked up when you got people like that always try to get attention and they're willing to rain on somebody else's parade to get their point across. So, yeah, don't listen to 50. Don't listen to Jada. And another reason why I say that Jada shouldn't have said all this shit when the movie just came out is because you're going to keep people from seeing the fucking movie. You know, you got all kind of people on social media telling about how they don't want to see the movie. It's whack. They already know it. Jada said so. So, you know, you guys don't listen to neither one of those people. Go see it. Experience it for yourself. Especially if you are a Tupac fan. Go support your boy. You know, really show that you are a fan and, you know, you understood where he was coming from. And support this film. Because, guys, it is 2017. This movie was supposed to have been out. And if we would have waited on Jada's opinion, all these other motherfuckers' opinion, we would have seen this shit in 2025. You know, and who the fuck got time for that? So y'all go out there and support All Eyes on Me. Great movie. I rate it as an A+. I didn't want to give too much of the movie away, but wonderful movie. All right, y'all. It's your girl, Brand New, and I'm out.